All right, we are group 7. I'm Julia. We have Westy, Peter, Jared, Dan, and Angelica here, and we are going to talk to you today about our product, Chappy. So our original business model with our Chapstick Buddy was to partner with brands like Chapstick, Vaseline, Nivea, and other lip balm brands and try to get our product to be incorporated in packages with theirs. So our biggest value proposition was to prevent lip balm from melting with our special case. The channels we were going to sell this through were grocery store checkout lines, drugstores, and other kind of low-end shopping areas. So we didn't have a very specific customer segment. There wasn't one group of people or groups of people that we were targeting. Our cost structure had very tight margins. We were going to manufacture overseas, which was going to help with the tight margins, but not quite enough. And our revenue streams were mostly just selling these cases with prepackaged lip balm packs with those key partners. So looking here at our leap of faith hypotheses questions, first, we wanted to know if we were solving a problem that customers care about and that they're willing to pay for. So after kind of surveying around and looking, generally people weren't that interested. They said they wouldn't be willing to seek it out, but they might like pick it up in a grocery store aisle. Then we wanted to know if there was opportunity for fast and realistic growth. Again, not really. The product could be innovated, but there's not room to make the business grow in terms of other products. Then we wanted to know if the small plastic casing that we had thought up would really stop chapstick from melting. So with the current model that we were using, there were some concerns. So we needed to kind of innovate that as well. We also weren't sure if these costs that were they were very small in terms of dollar amount, but for charging such a low price for this product, it'd be hard to make a profit for us. We also wanted to know if Chapstick Buddy was different from other insulated casing, and it really is just a case for your chapstick, which that kind of thing already existed, but the insulated part functionality wasn't quite there. So yes and no on number 5. After kind of going through those questions and realizing that we were kind of in a sticky spot, we decided to completely reinvent this idea and come up with the idea Chappy. Looking here at Chappy, our new business model, we're going to talk about our internal versus external ideas here. So looking here at some internal factors for this new Chappy idea. So our idea is we want to partner with outdoor shops and different outdoor brands and Whole Foods, things like that that are really organic in that sense. And then we're going to use our key resources, which is going to be our plastic mold manufacturing, obviously key ingredients to our lip balm that are going to make it organic, and then having our packaging, distributing, everything like that, kind of plant where we produce this whole thing. Our key activities are going to be our organic ingredients for our lip balm, having recyclable plastic, which is going to be a key in our selling points, and then having that, again, that insulated casing that's going to prevent the chapstick from melting. So looking here at our external factors, our customer segments are going to be outdoor enthusiasts and environmentally healthy and health conscious. This is a big deal because we are trying to go into more of a niche market here. Changing from our original idea, we want to target very specific groups of people rather than just going for an entire market. For channels, we're again going to kind of partner with these outdoor brands, REI, ski and surf shops, Whole Foods, people that care about organic things and are willing to pay a little bit more for a higher quality product. Our customer relations, obviously we're going to try and build our brand name, focus on outdoor recreation, and then we also want to use social media, so using those outdoor athletes, professional skiers, people that do extreme outdoor sports. We want to use them in partnerships with social media to help build our brand. So looking here at our value propositions, some things that we really want to focus on are the sustainability factor. So we are using recyclable plastic. That's really important to our brand. All of our ingredients are going to be organic. We are striving really hard to get that USDA, FDA certified organic certification so that we can promote that as part of our brand. We really want to focus on outdoor activities partnerships, like I mentioned before. We also like the idea of having something a little bit different. So most chapsticks are circular and they all kind of look the same. We want to go for more of an oval shape, similar to like what a deodorant bottle would look like, but much smaller like a chapstick, just something else to differentiate our product. And then eventually we want to move into a bundle of products. So moving into sunscreen, moving into other outdoor skincare and other products like that. Looking here at cost and revenues. So our 2 main costs are going to be the cost of plastic and the cost of lip balm. The cost of plastic is going to be a little bit of a lower cost. However, we do need to account for the fact that we have to use a recyclable plastic, which will be a little bit more expensive. For the cost of lip balm, we're going to be using all organic ingredients, which is really important, but that is going to create a little bit of a higher cost there. So looking here at revenues, we want to start with lip balm. We want to really roll out the brand with lip balm and establish Chappy as a strong organic lip balm brand. And then eventually we want to move into sunscreen and other outdoor skincare products like aloe vera, other combination lip balm sunscreen things, anything like that. and we want to keep promoting our organic brand there. And then we also want to continue to have the non-melting factor in all the casing of all of our products that we're going to use. So here again, you can kind of see all of these different things laid out on the business model canvas that we learned about in the Lean Startup. We kind of just made this table so it's really easy to visualize all of our different aspects of this business model. So here we want to talk about how the leap of faith hypotheses were revised. So again, we're asking the question, are we solving a problem that customers care about and are willing to pay for? So because we're in this new niche market, people really like organic things in this market. They're willing to pay more for the word organic, and it also doesn't melt. So that's going to be an added bonus to our product that other products don't have that are similar. So again, we're asking, is there a potential for fast and realistic growth? Yes. Here we want to expand into sunscreen and these other skin and hair care products that are going to be organic, and that's where we see our biggest potential for growth. Again, we're asking here, is this going to work in terms of basic economics? How will the cost and revenues work? So here we can see that we're going to charge a much higher price for our product, where before we weren't able to charge that high price that people were looking for. The costs are going to go up slightly, but our revenues are going to be a lot bigger because we're able to charge that higher product for this niche market. Again, we're going to ask here is, how is Chappy different from other chapsticks in the market? The difference here is that we have an insulated casing, so it prevents melting in chapstick. And although there are a lot of organic brands, our tube is really what differentiates us from the other competitors. So for our final question, we're asking about if this plastic casing is really going to prevent melting. We've done some research and we've determined that what actually prevents the melting is a small layer of air between the plastic and the lip balm that's going to prevent the melting. That air layer is going to be similar to how a Hydro Flask works in insulating the material that's inside. So looking here at the build, measure, learn concepts that we learned from the Lean Startup, obviously the idea behind this is we don't want to build a product or service in isolation. So we constantly want to be applying new methods, learning, taking what we've learned and building a new idea and continually developing. So it's pretty obvious that we've been kind of doing that here with our new product, Chappy. So we transformed this idea based on demand. After doing a survey of what people wanted based on our original Chapstick Buddy product, we realized that people weren't really looking for what we wanted to make, but we did want to adapt our idea and make it new and make it better for what people were actually looking for. So looking here at some demand that we got based on our survey off of our Google form, people obviously are using lip balm a lot. And then a lot of people were also having an issue with their lip balm melting either often or sometimes was the majority of our answers. So some other questions we asked were how often people lost their lip balm, and they said sometimes. So people are generally using it pretty often. Sometimes they lose it, but more often than not, it's melting. And we also asked what they valued in a lip balm, and very first is sun protection, and then closely tied for second were value and ingredients. So that's kind of where we got the idea to go the organic route, and instead of using other brands of chapstick, or to make our own organic chapstick because people care about that kind of thing. And then sun protection is also where we kind of got the idea to move into the sunscreen and other outdoor skincare products eventually once we establish our original Chappy chapstick brand. Overall, we're really excited to roll out this new Chappy brand, and we can't wait to see what new questions and different hypotheses that we can answer and change our idea based on the build, measure, and learn framework from the Lean Startup.